Hi, this is Chris Walker with Big Angie Fan Channel, and I'm here with my review of the new Angelina Jordan EP, Old Enough. So right up front, I'm just going to tell you that, in my opinion, this is the best major label debut EP of a pop record in decades. Now, don't just take my word for this, though. I know that I'm a huge fan, and I don't have as much musical knowledge as a lot of other people who review and react to musicians. But so I'm going to, throughout this review, I'm going to be referencing some other people who are a lot more knowledgeable about music than I am. But pretty much the consensus has been, from all of the reviews, the reactions that I've seen so far, that this has exceeded expectations, which were already pretty high.
My heart is strong, there's nothing I won't do. Try to knock me down, I scorch the ground. The smoke will be my proof.
This album is like straight fire. Like every song.
Basically, there's four main reasons that I think that this is just a superb EP. The first of the four reasons is the one that was most expected. It won't surprise most people, but the other three are more surprising. Okay, so the first reason is just the superb voice and vocals throughout the album. And, you know, we all expected this because we've had many years of Angelina Jordan delivering the goods as just a superb singer. And she definitely does not disappoint at all with this. And so I'll start this out with an example from probably the darkest song in the EP, All My Fault, and kind of the darkest, most bluesy song.
I need you to know the blame is on mine. I do whatever it takes. It must be your way. I know way. Give me a chance for the last time. I know that I can make it right. It's all my fault.
So of course we're going to have a lot more examples of great vocals throughout this review. For a more musically knowledgeable and technical look at the vocals, I urge you to go to That Singer Reacts. Nick from That Singer Reacts has a review where he goes through all four of the visualizers, you know, the four songs that do not have an accompanying video. There's a lot of insightful things to say.
She has so much fry on her vibrato.
It's a good and goodbye.
But I can't make it because it's not naturally my vibrato. She has it naturally. That's crazy to me.
That's a good and goodbye. Yeah.
Okay, now reason number two for why I think this EP is so great is the surprising quality of the songwriting. Now, of course, it's not that I don't think that she's a good songwriter, but she has only released 5 songs in the past, and so I thought that one reason might be that she, you know, didn't really have a lot of quality songs available to her. But that turned out to be totally wrong. She has, at the release for the new, the second video, Now I'm the Fool, she had a live chat and she was talking about how she's written like 100 songs. And so we can look forward to a lot of great material from her, you know, not relying on other writers. Now, of course, she has had co-writers on this EP, and I'll talk more about their contributions later. But I'm talking now mainly about Angelina Jordan as a songwriter, so I'm mainly talking about the lyrics, which are pretty clearly almost all hers, and just kind of the general structure and sequencing of the songs. So let's first listen to great lyric.
My light is shining as bright as the sun. I don't do darkness, so you cannot come with me. Not sorry.
Well, Well, of course, that part of the song is also another wonderful example of her great vocals. But the lyrics there are so good. It's almost Dylan-esque with that complicated rhyme scheme with internal rhymes. Great sentiment, but just a great rhyme scheme. So, that's an example of the sophistication. Then there's also throughout the EP a wonderful use of ambiguous words and metaphor. So a good example of an ambiguous lyric that reminds me of the line from Million Miles, like an empty bubble to be thrown, is just earlier in the same Good and Goodbyes.
'Cause your eyes are so slum beautiful.
So slum beautiful, I don't know what that means, but it sounds wonderful. Then there is the poetry and sophistication in the song that we have a video for, Now I'm the Fool. It bears some resemblance to the Adele song Hello, in the sense that she's calling, a former boyfriend, but I just think the sophistication in the songwriting is quite a bit higher. If you look at the Adele song, it's very literal. It's just saying, I did this and you did that, and no really poetic imagery or use of metaphor. But with Angelina, well, first we have this great line.
I know it's just another day in the world, but I'm stuck hiding in the shade of your words.
And then, at the end of the song, she's talking about, it's not just you did me wrong, you were not fair to me or something like that, but no, you hurt my soul. It just is deeper. So one more thing about the quality of her songwriting in this, at least that part of the songwriting that we can be pretty sure is her doing, is the way that the songs fit together in a theme. A lot of musicians have talked about how she's a great storyteller in the way that she sings songs. So here, both in the way that she sings songs, but also in the lyrics to the songs, they flow together. The songs as a unit tell a story. She talks about desiring love and then thinking that she's found romantic love, but then she loses it. And then the way that she deals with that, both with some self-doubts, like in the dark song All My Fault, but also talking about the support that she gets from her friends and family, the love of her friends and family, and maybe her fans too. At least that's how I interpret it in the song Fire and Rain. And then she comes out at the end of it stronger and triumphant at the end. It's a tale of that ends up with strength and triumph.
Right now is the right time. Got the skies to read mine. That's the good and goodbye. Yeah, I know that I am meant to be. It's written in my destiny, and the rest is history.
And that wonderfully sassy, powerful piece of music there, both lyrically and vocally, brings up reason number 3, also unexpected, of why this EP is so great. And that's this newfound confidence and strength that Angelina projects. You see it in the music with just, the way she sings the vocals, and all of the lyrics about strength and power that are in there, but just delivered with so much sass. And then also you see it visually in the video for Now I'm the Fool, where she does much more to sell the song than I've ever seen her do before, with both the expressions on her face and with the hand gestures. You really get the feeling that she has arrived and she knows it, and it's wonderful to see. Listen to this.
I'm shining like a supernova with my head's up high, my heart wide open. So turn off the lights, I shine even more bright. Like a diamond, edge that beat right off my shoulder. I told you, now I'm about to show you. So turn off the lights, that shine even more bright, like a diamond.
And that last clip, in addition to being, a wonderful example of her sass and attitude and, great vocals, is also showcases the number 4 reason why this EP is so great, and that is this totally new sound that Angelina Jordan has created for herself. Now, this is where she owes a lot to her co-writers and her production team. I don't know how much of it. I'm sure she was deeply involved in the process.
I know she had co-writers, very, very, very top tier producers and co-writers. I mean, from Swedish rock singers and songwriters to Rachel Platten, who helped her write Diamond, who you would know, or if you don't know, she's the songwriter and singer of Fight Song, to the songwriter for Destiny's Child and Jennifer Hudson. So she got some top tier co-writers on these songs, you understand? But the mere fact that AJ, these ideas, these songs came from her, from a 17-year-old.
There's so much you can hear in here. I hear like Silk Sonics with Bruno Mars. I hear Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. I hear jazz. I hear 90s pop. I hear Amy Winehouse. I even hear a little bit of Ariana Grande and Alicia Keys. Reggae, funk. There's all of these disparate styles here, but they're blended together in a way that really flows and works. It's, and it's all held together, both by this production team, but also just by the strength of her vocals. It's always, you can really see how Angelina's musical intelligence, her way of matching the vocals to the song, works in the same way for when she's trying to create a unified sound, even though it's using these many different influences and they come together. I had already said this before about creating her own genre of style of singing, but now it looks like she's created her own sound. She has arrived at a sound that works for her. It's the Angelina genre, and it's kind of the fruition of what she started with Seventh Heaven, which is kind of going more tentatively in this direction, and this is the full flowering of it.
The drops, the transitions are just so buttery smooth.
And even when life is hard, I'm shining like a supernova with my head's up high, my heart wide open. So turn off the lights. I shine.
Definitely nothing that we are hearing on the radio right now, and in some cases, like it's kind of forged its own path to be a sound and a genre in its own that we've never heard before.
The vibe on this album is old, new. Oh, it's got a little bit of everything for everybody. If you like soul, if you like jazz, if you like pop, if you like new pop, old pop, it's got a little bit of everything. It's just, she's created her own lane where everybody can just relate, listen, and love. It's so cool.
So in conclusion, Angelina Jordan's new EP, Old Enough, features great poetic lyrics that tell a story using a new sound that is her own genre and held together with otherworldly vocals throughout, and all delivered with a newfound confidence and sass. You put all of that together and yes, you have one of the best debut albums in many, many years. I would say in decades. I feel that with this, she has reached a new level, and if there's any justice in this world, she's going to get her first Grammys with this, starting with, Best New Artist, and she's going to get a truckload of Grammys in her career, and she's going to change the music industry forever.
So turn off the lights, shine even more bright, like a diamond.
Bro, mic drop. Mic freaking drop. Gosh. Bro.